I've always been very ambitious. I've always been very driven. And I really thought that I would be happy when I got on Broadway. Like I told myself that story till I was 8. And then I got on Broadway, and 3 weeks later, it was the saddest I had ever been. And I just thought, next show, next boyfriend, next zero in the bank account, next agent. And I did that for a decade. And then I started like going gray, getting sick, getting injured, like sucking at my job. So even though I'm living the dream on Broadway, doing the thing I wanted to do since I was a child, I was miserable. And then I found meditation. Like I actually took a class. Like the woman sitting next to me in the dressing room was amazing. She was like nailing every role she played. She was so good at it. And so I went to her teacher, and on the first day of the first class, I was in a different state of consciousness than I had ever been in. I liked it. I slept through the night that night for the first time in 18 months. I then did not get sick for 8.5 years. I stopped going gray. I started enjoying my job again. And I was like, why isn't everyone doing this? And that's not just a story that I tell to promote my upcoming podcast called Why Isn't Everyone Doing This? It's legitimate. I am that person. When I find something good, I want to shout it from the rooftops. And so at first, it was meditation that allowed me to plug myself into myself, right? It gave me this visceral way to plug into pure being. It gave me the visceral access to this thing that we've always known to be true. Every spiritual text has been teaching it since the beginning of time. What you seek is in you. We know that. The kingdom of heaven is within. We don't need any more spiritual texts to tell us that. Yeah. What we need are visceral practices to help us find that. And so that's what meditation gave me. And it did transition me from being like, will you hire me? Will you date me? Will you like me? And I would even be on stage performing, being like, please love me. Please love me. And like, let me just get bigger and bigger audiences to validate my need to be fulfilled externally, which is repulsive. You know what I mean? Like watching that on stage is repulsive because audiences can feel it. They're paying you. You know, they don't want to work, right? They actually want to receive. They want to be the recipient of your ability to plug into the divine. That's what great art is, right? It's an individual expression of divinity flowing through you. It's what great singers, great writers, great performers are. And so when I finally found meditation, it allowed me to start to be a vessel and start to be a vehicle for fulfillment to be delivered through me. And that revolutionized everything. My performance, my relationships, my relationship with my body, my sleep, my health, all of it.